The ocean is in danger. Now, I bet you guys you wonder what the heck I'm talking about. Alright. I am talking about a global crisis called ocean acidification, which it is basically, the ocean acidification is an overall pH level reduced by carbon dioxide, also known as CO2, the air we breathe. So it causes the pH, the temperature of the water to, reduce, and all that carbon dioxide and fossil fuels in the air and from our daily activities all go down into the ocean and make it more acidic. So I prepared a little diagram explaining what ocean acidification is. Ocean acidification, so all that CO2 will go into the ocean and affect these little guys right here. The seashells right here, right there. And it'll form a reaction that affects a lot of fish with shells, like shellfish and the shell of coral reefs, and it'll form a term called calcium carbonation, which is also called carbonic acid. And all of them will form and harm these little guys. So right here we have a scale. So from 14 being more acidic right here, and then all the way down to like 0 being, actually, sorry, I got that wrong. 14 being less acidic, and then 0 being the most acidic. So the ocean has an average of 8.2. That was about a couple years ago, like maybe 5-10 years ago. But now it's gone all the way down to an 8.1, which is a 30% decrease, and it's starting to really affect a lot of shellfish, the shellfisheries, which is those of you that love shellfish, you might not be able to eat it much longer. Just kidding, but it could be a huge issue, like in the next 10 years from now. So I researched an experiment that gives you a better understanding just using eggs, some mason jars, some water, vinegar, and bleach, and basically you would take all these, you'd get, set out the jars, you'd put one with water, just water, an egg with just water, you put it like basically, it won't do anything to it, and then one with water and vinegar, and then with the egg in there, and you put that as the most acidic, and the one with bleach and water, and you put that one, as neutral. So, and you can see the vinegar, how they always say never mix water and vinegar together. That will affect that's like the effect of calcium carbonation on the shells of the shellfish, or a lot of the marine creatures. That's basically the reaction that they have. So here's the little step instructions. So I'm going to give you a little brief background on a foundation called National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, founded by the U.S. Department of Commerce. So they were founded in 1970 by the U.S. Commission of Fish and Fisheries, which they were formed in 1871, dating all the way back to the original rooting from the Survey of the Coast. And this was all done by the federal government. And they, all of this history has been going on for 200 years. And that's a long time, actually. So 200 years, and they're still going strong. And they formed all of this to, save the ocean. And Also, they help with endangered animals. And before I get to this next talk about this next slide, I want to tell for those of you that are interested in knowing or ocean lovers, the National Oceanic and Acidification Administration, they are doing a program right now. They finally joined in a program to map out the ocean sea floor. If you go to KXAN News of Austin, they talk about their whole program. They're hoping to do it get done by 2030, and I thought that was amazing. Going through all that too, because the ocean is very big, and they're hoping that this will solve a lot of the ocean acidification overall. So, go check it out, NOAA.gov or KXAN News Austin. So, let me go back. Why should you care? So, this is probably a big question for a lot of people that really aren't interested in the ocean, or a lot of people that live far away from the ocean, but they think they shouldn't care indirectly think they shouldn't care, but it's not a lot of people want to go out and say, I don't really care about the ocean, or some people do, but for people like me, I don't live near the ocean, but I still care about it, and I used to live near the ocean in San Diego, but anyways, let's get to the next slide. So, you should care because of the entertainment. Like those of you like going to the zoo, or going to the aquariums, or going to SeaWorld. You won't have any of that if they they disappear from, or they get all those marine creatures, or fish, or dolphins, all of you dolphin lovers. You won't see those creatures anymore if we that they all get fried by the acidity. Also, for food, all you fish food loving people. I'm not a fish food loving person, but I still, also, medicine. A lot of scrubs have a lot of sea products in it. There's I use a scrub that has some parts of the coral, and they also use a lot of coral reef for medicine. But now, moving on, can ocean acidification harm us? Now, a lot of people think it can, but actually it can't, because even though you think of acidity, it's not affecting the surface. So if you go into the ocean, it'll it won't affect you, because right here I have a little cartoon dolphin telling this fish, because ocean acidification is the pH of the ocean is 7.8, and our swimming pools are usually between 7.2 and 7.8. And think about this: if our swimming pools have chlorine in them, if the oceans had chlorine in them, it probably would lower the pH a lot, and then those ocean creatures wouldn't be here by now. So here are my references I found from all these websites. I talked about this website earlier, NOAA.gov, and the effects of ocean acidification on humans, and the Natural History Museum, nhm.ac.uk. And it talks about the basic definition of what is ocean acidification. So I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation of mine.